Okay. I always forget. I just, like, always forget that, like, there's no music when I'm just sitting here. I really need to just, like, put something on whenever I go on break. I mean, there's always music when I'm, like, running around and playing. When it just sits there, it's just, like, it just gets all quiet. Any chests in these little ruins? Because that would be cool. No? Alright. Ooh, that's an enemy I haven't fought yet. Rank C, what the fuck? Notorious marks. Every now and then, Clive may encounter creatures larger, faster, and more ferocious than most. While flight is always an option, defeating these notorious marks can earn him not only renown, but also rare materials that make use to craft new gear. Existing items. Alright, cool, cool.
What am I saying? Of course it has. It's a floating eyeball.
It's... It's a good thing those orbs are super slow. Oh, I wasn't close enough. Surprised that counted. $20,000 damage. Oh, the fucking one-shot me. Okay. It didn't blow up as fast as I thought it was gonna blow up. Ow. Ignition's cool and all, but I think I might change it. Oh, the big thing is Doom.
Too slow.
That explains why it one-shot me. Is that gonna miss? That's missing. That sucks. There. It's like if I can just fucking get up to him without him dodging away. I guess the green thing is renown. And it'll, like, I'll unlock
Didn't see that coming.
things as I get more of it. I'm surprised I'm like, I don't know how many hours in, 20-something hours in, and it's still unlocking new game features.
That must be the bridge. So shall the waters cleanse thee of thy burden, and bear it out to sea.
And now they are truly free.
I hope so. What of the Imperials?
A pyre was made. It's more than they deserve. We should go back. Cole is worried about Martha.
All right.
The Black Shields, an order of knights instituted by Empress Annabella in one of her first acts as viceroy of the newly established imperial province of Rosaria. They are tasked with purging the impurities from the province, which in practice primarily involves slaying bearers upon the slightest pretexts. Cole, second in command of the Curse Breakers, who assists with the coordination of their troops' bearer liberating activities under the supervision of his captain Doris, formerly a slave soldier for the Fist of the Republic, before being freed and taken in by those he now calls his brothers and sisters in arms.
No one survived then?
I'm sorry. Before he passed, one of them bade me tell you not to blame yourself.
Doesn't mean I won't. Doesn't mean their blood's not on my hands. Cole said you cast their remains. That was good of you. But it should have been me. This was all my fault.
How? You couldn't have known.
But I did. And I turned a deaf ear to the warnings like the fool I am. The rumors started moons ago. Of black-clad devils descending on villages in the dead of night to slit the throats of sleeping bearers. But I assumed it was all just nonsense concocted by the Empire. Nothing but a ghost story meant to make folk think twice about lending a hand to a fugitive bearer.
And in ordinary times you would have been right. What these Black Shields are doing is unthinkable. Which begs the question, why do it at all? My mother obviously has a hand in this. I cannot make sense of her actions.
And picking what goes on in that woman's head is a job for someone with more time on their hands. Right now, I need swords and men to wield them, preferably big ones.
Yeah, big swords,
Those
big men. Let's
Imperials
go.
think they can come in here again and threaten my people. They're in for a rude awakening. Oh, before I forget, a Stolas from Otto landed just before you arrived. He asked me to tell you that Gav has returned.
Then we must as well. Will you be all right here, Martha?
We can stay longer if you wish.
No need. I'll be ready should the Imperials come calling. Though I wouldn't turn my nose up if you were to lend me a pair of them strapping young curse breakers.
I mean, we could probably do that. I mean, I don't see why not. A new quest is nearby. Why does it have a plus on it? That's new.
We're best off staying where we are for now, I reckon.
Try not to move. You'll only make it worse.
Oi! You there! You handy with that sword of yours?
Yes.
Course you are. Bet you're a bloody marvel with the thing. Now, question is, are you willing to use it or not? 'Cause a flock of noble chocobos are in need of help.
Chocobos.
You heard me right. Wild birds? The big ones? And not just any chocobos at that. Whiteheart and her flock are the bravest birds you ever did see. They protect travellers round these parts from bandits and the like.
Chocobos. Fighting bandits.
It's true. Why, they saved me from a gang of footpads only yesterday. Nasty lot they were too. And now they're back, looking to settle the score. Oh, go on then. Don't just stand there. Go and help them.
This is going to be my chocobo for when I was a kid, isn't it?
There's a good lad.
Where can I find
She was
these
white, I think.
chocobos?
I saw him cut across the way over yonder. The rotten scoundrels
Is it a
were
plus 'cause it's gonna,
driving the
like,
poor
give
things
me, like,
towards the
unlock
old
a thing?
dock. It's a dead end, that is. You save Whiteheart and her flock, you hear me? There ain't a pluckier bird in all the world. She's a hero to us locals. And don't worry, you'll know her when you see her right enough.
I'm sure
Can't
I
remember what our
will.
chocobo's name was, though.
Good luck to you. And give those no good bastards a hiding from me.
I think it started with the letter A. I can't check without going back to the hideout, though, so.
Whiteheart. That's quite a name for a chocobo.
Wonder what the lifespan of a chocobo is.
A white feather. I thought ambrosia was one of a kind.
Ambrosia.
Speaking
That's
of
what.
brave birds,
I knew it started with an A.
looks like they went that way. These chocobos aren't going down without a fight.
Oh, that's true.
We got you cornered, Feathers. You didn't think you'd seen the last of us, did you? You've been bad for business.
I wonder if this is
I
like
reckon
Ambrosia's
someone
like
will pay
offspring.
good coin to mount your head on their wall.
Because I assume Ambrosia lost an
Around here, I
eye
won't.
and like got a scar because like she got like hit in the
why's
head with a
that,
big old
eh?
rock.
Because she's something of a hero in these parts. You hurt her, and I hurt you.
Piss off. Or better still, how about we hurt you both?
All right then.
I just
But
remembered I
that's
bought like
it,
a extra AP item and then I never equipped it. Well, that was fun. A Harrier Hound.
Nice try. Farewell.
Oh, I did a skill. Canceled the like extra thing. Still kicking his ass though. Oh, I did too late. Was that too early? Okay. Okay. It's harder to do the stagger now that I have three icons to cycle through.
You're safe now.
Wait, is she missing her left
White
eye?
heart, I presume. Do you know her, boy? That scar. It couldn't be. Ambrosia. It is you. You survived. And you found yourself a flock.
Oi! Is it over? I thought I'd come and see how you were getting on. Oh, you sorted the bastards then. I knew you would. And the whole flock made it through unscathed.
Thankfully, they did. And not only that.
Well, I'll be. I never stopped to think our hero here might once have been someone's mound. Though I dare say she'd suit a fine fellow like yourself. Reckon our feathered friend must have learned a thing or two from her master. Kind-hearted warrior that you are. Bird like her would have cost a princely sum. You born a lord or something?
Well,
Oh, no, sorry. I didn't mean to pry. Don't matter who you are. You done right by me.
What is it, girl?
She wants her master back, I reckon. Told you. And it seems her pals agree.
Is that it? You want to come with me?
Well, bugger me if this ain't a heartwarming sight. The lads down the stables will be hearing about this tonight. Oh, stay right where you are.
You're gonna give me some saddles. Sounds like saddles to me. Hell yeah. Now I have a chocobo to ride around on. I have a chocobo to ride around.
Doesn't she cut an handsome figure, eh?
She does indeed. How much do I owe you?
Ah, a few scraps of leather's the very least I owe old Whiteheart. Oh, I'll be sad to see her go, of course. But she's earned her right to happiness and more besides. Don't you worry, we'll get along just fine without her. You hear that, Whiteheart? You've earned yourself some time off. You have fun traveling with your master now. You seem awful familiar now I get a proper look at you. That's it. When those chocobos swarmed my cart on the road, didn't you? No, that can't be right. That fellow was a bearer.
Must have been my double.
Oh, must have been, eh? Oh, that'll be the excitement getting to me. Silly sod that I am. Pay me no mind. Anyhow, best be on my way. Good luck to the both of you.
It didn't even occur to me that I'd met this guy before. Oh, I
take
remember
care of
the
yourself for now.
merchant.
I'll call you when I need
It's
you.
like Hart, but I don't remember the guy, what he looked like and sounded like, and his name or anything. It was just a side quest. I was like, why am I gonna pay? I'm not gonna like go out of my way to try and remember the side quest. Ambrosia's tack displayed in Clive's chambers. Hell yeah. Chocobo unlocked! After 18 long years, Clive has finally been reunited with his faithful steed. Hold R3. Yeah, this is a lot faster. Cool. Well, back to the hideout we go.
Now, where's Gav?
Gav should be back by now.
Oh god, there's new stuff everywhere again.
Ah, Clive! Oh, I've missed that scowl.
Where's my report?
What, no kind words for your old pal Gav?
If it's kind words you're after, you're fishing in the wrong barrel. Now sit down, you fool.
So, you remember how quick the Empire was to occupy the Dominion after the fall of Drake's Head?
big fucking crystal.
And how pissed off all the other nations were that they didn't think to do it first.
Half a century of independence gone at the whim of a madman. So much for their bloody treaty.
Clearly, the promise of unblighted land and the world's supply of crystals was too much for his radiance to resist. And now the Republic's finally decided to follow suit, using liberation as an excuse to declare war on Sambrek. Lined up right outside the Dominion's gates as we speak, looking to starve the Imperials into submission.
And now all eyes are on the Strait of Author.
While the two nations beat their shields, the rest sharpen their daggers, ready to set upon the war-weary victor. They'll never see us coming. It's time we moved on the Mother Crystals. Four Mother Crystals remain in Storm and Ash. Drake's Breath near Ironhome. Drake's Fang in Dhalmekia. Drake's Spine in Waloed. And Drake's Tail here in the Crystalline Dominion.
With the bulk of the Republican army marching to Twinside, Drake's Fang will be left exposed.
That is exactly the move Kupka would anticipate. And if there is anything these past 5 years have taught us, is that he loves his traps. There is one place, however, where nobody will be expecting us to go.
Drake's Breath.
There's a shitload of sea between us and it, and I've never been much of a swimmer.
I have an acquaintance in Port Isolde who may be able to help.
Who's that then?
My uncle, Byron Rosfield.
Lord Byron Rosfield of the Seven High Houses, the trade magnate with holdings in over 100 cities. Wait, Rosfield. And you're a Rosfield, of course.
My
How
uncle's
long
name
have we
gave him
known
a
each
start
other?
in the world, but it was his acumen which earned him his fortune, along with a handsome fleet of ships.
Well, it's settled then. What are we waiting for, eh? Huh?
Oh, the Moogle board is open now. Otto's counter is now open. I suspect we're going to be doing a lot of side quests at the moment. New facilities, Alliance reports, Patrons Whisper, and the Hunt board. Oh, it is Renown. Completing side quests available through all the stuff will earn Clive renown, inspiring nameless benefactors from across the Twins to donate money or items to Clive's cause. Visit Desiree at the Patrons Whisper in the Hideaway's Mess to view current renown level and accept any donations available.
What are we waiting for, indeed?
Alright. What the hell is this? Fruits of her labors. Okay, that's where I get the donations, right there. Okay. Very quiet, ambient things. It's a little intense for my hideout. What is this? Oh, the reading table. There's so many things to see. Wait, what is new in here? Oh! Rosarian gold, obviously.
You think it's alright to touch him?
Bird by any other name. White-winged wonder. Forgive my insistence on writing you these silly letters. Would that we had more time to speak to each other in person, but for every day we spend together, it feels as though we must suffer another 2 apart. I'm gladdened to hear of your most unexpected reunion with Ambrosia, or should I say Whiteheart. You told me once how your chocobo sacrificed herself to protect you that night at Phoenix Gate, and here so many years later we find she has spent her life doing the exact same thing, defending others. Some things never change, do they, Clive? Ambrosia's tack, a saddle and blinders crafted specifically for Clive's childhood chocobo Ambrosia. Even after being separated from her master, the noble steed served the people of Rosaria in his stead, protecting the defenseless from the merciless just as a good shield would. Let's head down this way for that quest. I also haven't been out here yet, just to like take a look. I haven't been up here at all, actually. Should circle around that way when I head to all the counters for the donations and the quests and the hunts and stuff. The Foundations of Alistan Botany. Ooh, cool.
Won't be long now, Martel. You'll try your apples soon enough. Sid, I was hoping to speak to you.
Is everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's just, well, as you know, we've been trying to grow fruit down here.
It's good to know that something of the old hideaway still lives on.
Martel's pride and joy. It was a sapling when she rescued it from the rubble, but look at it now. All our hard work's finally paying off. I took it on, you see, after she died, and now the fruit's finally ready to eat. And not only is it ready, it's actually tasty. Sweet as you like, in fact. She bred the bitter right out of it.
Impressive. And welcome news to more than a few, I'd say.
I thought this first harvest could go to the curse breakers, on account of all they do for the hideaway. You couldn't take them some, could you? Seems better them coming from you.
Why not?
It'd be nice being the bearer of good news for a change.
Oh, thank you. She always had a soft spot for that lot, see? And once they've had their share, I'll see to it that everyone else gets some. Here you go. Martel apples, they're called, in honor of her memory. You hear that, Martel? Today's finally the day.
Now.
It's not
For some reason, I assumed I would have to travel somewhere else to give it to the curse breakers. Oh, they're on that side too, so I can circle up this way and like take a look.
Did you come through the forge today? It smells like a still. And you say Sid built this place?
I don't know what to make of this area. It looks like something that will renovate and become like interactable later.
So, That's how Hugo Kupka was able to prime that night 5 years ago, despite there being no ether in the Deadlands. Says here that while conjuring magics requires a bearer to draw ether from the air around them, priming requires a dominant to draw it from their very self.
Makes sense.
Go on. What's the matter, Sid? You look as pale as the day your predecessor slung you in the cell next to mine. Not about to have another fit, are you? Of course you aren't. You're a changed man now. We both are.
Why you gotta be all suspicious like that?
That dress is simply fabulous. In it, though. All the ladies
In it, though.
There was a time I only had eyes for Otto. But then I saw the light, and his name is Cole.
Oh, dang.
The way he looks at you like a frightened fawn who's lost his mother.
They say removing a brand is almost as painful as getting one.
I mean, yeah, it would be.
Once the Dalmecs have laid siege to the Dominion, very little will be leaving Twinside, including the many medicines distilled there.
Treatment diary. Today, Clive visited the infirmary to have me dress a laceration on his left forearm. Cleaned and stitched the wound and instructed him to rest the arm so that it could heal, but not an hour later, he was leaving on another mission. This must be the 100th time he's disobeyed my instructions. The next time he comes to me for treatment, I'm tying him to the bed. I'm assuming this is the hunt board. I've been looking all over for you.
What's the matter, Nectar?
The matter is this, Kupo.
The hunt board? It's where the Cursebreakers post sightings of particularly fearsome beasts. Those that might pose a threat to our operations if they were left to roam free. Just because they can't be dealt with when they're spotted, doesn't mean they can't be dealt with later. Was that what you wanted to know?
Of course not, Kupo. I knew that already. That's why I need your help. As I need not remind you, Kupo, I am the mightiest of all Moogles. No fiend, or force, or ghoul. I don't have time to read all that out loud.
Right.
Play them all, of course.
Well, leaving your mightiness aside for the moment, the people of Valisthea are going through a lot already. What with the Blight and the war, the last thing they need is ungodly fiends terrorizing them on top of everything else. So if the Cursebreakers are too busy to help, then perhaps I can. Or at least I can try.
Let's ask about hunts. The Cursebreakers don't just tack up any old rumors to this board, you know. They take great pains to verify every little detail, Kupo. So don't you go letting all their hard work go to waste, Kupo. Don't you let me, I mean them, down. Is there more? Did you see that all the billets are marked with the location, Kupo? That's where the horrible horror in question was seen. But you can't be expected to memorize every last place name in the whole wide realm. You're only human, Kupo. So if the place name doesn't tinkle your pom-pom, Kupo, try reading the witness's statement. Sometimes there are other details in them that might help you track the nasties down and finish them off. Did you see that the Cursebreakers give every billet a rank of riskiness, Kupo? From this thing could kill you with a single swipe to a 7-nation army couldn't scratch this thing's skin. I'm sure you'll be fine, Kupo. Well, not sure, but that's one risk I'm willing to take. This is more or less just repeating. Reading that. Tell me about your adventures. Did I ever tell you about the time I visited the Great Continent, Kupo?
I don't think so.
Of course I didn't, because I've never been Kupo. Look at these wings. Do they look like the sort that can carry Moogle across countless leagues of open sea? They call me Nectar the Bold, not Nectar the Stupid, Kupo. There's the Ariamon, which I already killed. The Angel of Death and Belphegor. Clearview, Sambrek. And the Broken Hilt, Rosaria. Oh, this one's a B. Ooh. Trader coming by the way, Caer Norvent met with a troop of Cursebreakers traveling in the opposite direction and warned them of a wicked winged harpy on the road ahead. Near Caer Norvent, okay. And reports have been received of a wild avis of striking size making its nest atop the hill adjacent to Eastpool. Okay, okay. Though all efforts are being made not to rouse the beast's ire, it is surely but a matter of time before it needs to feed. The hill adjacent to Eastpool. Alrighty then.
Fancy a look at the list, do you?
How you doing, Goat?
Oh, same old.
Adam's got me reading through the reports coming in from our allies and picking up what problems need dealing with now. What can be saved for later. It was still early days back in the old place, so I could just about handle the job myself. State of the world now, though, I need Dee's help to sift through it all. And that's just the sifting. Actually solving any of these problems is a whole other headache. The Cursebreakers take the urgent stuff, but we're still stuck waiting for volunteers to handle the rest.
So,
if you ever find yourself at a loose end, well, you know where to find me. So much has happened since that night, feels like a lifetime ago. But we'll never forget those who didn't make it. Kenneth, Martel, they're still with us in our hearts.
And Sid?
When I found out he was gone, I thought that was it for us.
He's still with us too.
With us and in you. You took his name and gave us hope when we had none. But I suppose what I'm trying to say is, don't be a stranger, eh? A hideaway ain't nothing without its Sid.
Here you go.
There's nothing? That's surprising.
Seen enough?
Oh, Clive. Welcome to the Patron's Whisper.
The Patron's Whisper? Does that mean someone else is taking care of our friend's donations?
Oh no, that's still me. It's just Karen has her toll, Blackthorn has his hammer. I thought a new name might liven things up. I still catalogue every item that arrives, in addition to setting aside those tokens of appreciation the sender has specified are to be presented to you personally. Would you like to see if we have any?
Sounds good.
Business is busy.
On top of my regular duties here at the Whisper, Otto has piled countless other tasks, from transcribing and sorting Stolas reports to penning needful missives. Not that I'm complaining, mind. I enjoy writing. I have ever since I learned my letters from Jara back in the old hideaway. I won't claim to have been his best student, though. That honor goes to Shirley.
Still.
I'd like to think Jara would be proud of me too, were he with us today.
Words are immortal.
They live on in others, and if the words are your own, so too will you. Do you know who told me that? It was Jara, in our last lesson before Titan came. It stayed with me ever since his passing and inspired me to become what I am today. I imagine we survivors all have a story like that, of someone who remains with us even though they're gone.
Come to claim your just desserts?
Can view current renown level and accept any donations. Renown is not used and will never diminish. Talk of the tea house. Your merry band of outlaws and its dashing deeds of daring do are all the talk amongst the ladies of the court. We have gathered together several items of worth that you might continue your gallantry. Ooh, ability points.
Here you are.
Nice. We got a meteorite. Our order is one built on pride, but that does not mean we are too proud to give thanks where thanks is due. We may have failed Martha once, but never again.
All yours.
Well, the next one's a Berserker ring. Okay.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Without a ship to carry you there, Drake's breath might as well be on the moon.
Others weren't so lucky, though.
This might fast travel me away, so I may as well just, like,
Here for another of my lectures.
deal with the state of the realm
How may I
thing.
help you today?
Just make the red dots
Here you
go
are.
away.
Very good.
Very good.
You two look like you could use something to eat. Here. Courtesy of Martel.
Martel. Now, where have I heard that name before?
Weren't she the girl from the Furrows?
Course she was. An odd sort, that one. Loved plants more than people.
Aye, and brave as a bane might. Remember when she ran back into the hideaway to collect them trees when Titan attacked? Wait,
These aren't those apples, are they? Well, I'll be. She'd have been proud, and rightly so. Thank you, Sid.
A gift from the backyard. For your service.
Blimey, these take me back. I haven't seen a hideaway apple since. Old Sid was the only one who could stomach the things. He'd nab 'em right from the branch, made Martel livid. Not that anyone could stay mad at the man for long.
That sounds like the Sid I knew, all right.
Planning on keeping that lot to yourselves, were you? Hang on. These aren't Martels, are they? I'm glad to see someone carried on what she started. Can't have been easy, not in the Deadlands. Reckon she'd be happy knowing all her hard work didn't go to waste. Clive, tell the lad down in the backyard to run some over for me, will you?
Not so much as a thank you. Well, I've got some manners at least. Thanks, Sid. You can leave the basket with me. I'll see that the others get their share. Oh, and give our compliments to the gardener, won't you?
Will do.
That was the last of the apples. I should head to the backyard and pass along everyone's regards.
Them old apples were enough to curdle your gut.
The Cursebreakers send their thanks. And their compliments. They were clearly very fond of Martel.
They remembered her. After all these years. I suppose she was very kind, even to a tongue-tied lummox like me. You were one of the good ones, Martel. Why did you have to die? She put everything into her work. She wasn't going to rest until we had fruit sweet enough to enjoy. And now we do. When she died, I named a sapling after her. And now it's a full-grown tree. Martel lives on through the fruit it bears.
And through you. Her dream would have died with her, had you not kept it alive. That's something to be proud of.
I didn't do anything really, but thank you. You're kinder to me than I deserve.
By the way, Otto's expecting some of your crop. And I wouldn't mind some of it either, if that's not too much to ask.
Of course not.
This is making
I'll
me
see that
hungry.
You're both well provided for. They like
Of course, I haven't
your
eaten
fruit,
much
Martel.
today.
Isn't that wonderful? I'd say it's about time we planted you some siblings, don't you think?
Oh, I need 20 more renown for the next thing. Anyway, I got a thing from my wall. Oh, I can't, like, free travel right now? Man, I want to go kill those marks. One's up here. Then, where was the other one? Oh, yeah, no, near Kier Norvin. Man. Whatever. From these heathered highlands, one might catch a glimpse of Rosalith Castle and everything else in between.
Do you think it was wise to leave, Gav? He didn't seem pleased.
I needed his eyes and nose in Dhalmekia. I'm not about to let Kupka take us unawares. Besides, he has a knack for that sort of thing.
That he does.
And wasn't it Sid who said that matters such as these are best left to dominance? Especially should one of his beloved opportunities to grow and change present itself.
I always knew that I would return one day. Return to Ironhome.
For what?
After learning the truth, you were given the chance to face your past. If I am to continue at your side, I must do the same.
We will face it together then.
To the end.
Come on.
How far do you think your mother's reach extends? Will we find the same tragedy in the south as we did at Martha's Rest?
More than likely. Which is why we should hurry. There are still many settlements between here and Port Isolde. We visit as many as we can and hear their stories. Starting with the village of Amber.
Alright, it's technically... Oh, I can travel now. Oh, I can travel now. Okay, I want... What the hell is this? A Hand of the Hyperion? What is this? What is that symbol? Okay, I'm assuming this is the hill that they're talking about near East Pool. Man, this place is depressing now.
Good girl.
I can't turn as fast as I thought, and I was like, oh, grab that item. Not quite. There was the mark. I knew it was this hill. Let's go. Well, it's level 30. Nice. Waiting for him to like shoot fireballs at me or something, but not doing it.
Help me, boy. There's a good boy.
Take down charge shot.
Nice try.
That's nasty. Rank B. Fucking easy. Oh, that was a lot of gil. Holy shit.
Hope there aren't any more of them.
Alright. The other one is reportedly near Cairnorvent. I think it was between Lost Wing and Cairnorvent is what the board said. Oh no, it might be here. It said Clairview, so somewhere between here and Northreach. That shop has something new, apparently. Oh, those are just regular vultures. Chocobos. Oh, that's gotta be it over there. I just killed a rank B, so I'm not worried. I mean, I wasn't really worried before either.
If that's what I think it is, this isn't gonna be easy.
Get wrecked. Kind of charged my attack and couldn't move. Oh, it's on the wrong ability. That wasn't a precision dodge? Okay. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Kicked its ass. Oh, 100 was the next renown thing. Fucking 5 away.
I know I will. Good girl.
Did I just woo my chocobo?
Yeah.
How many ability points do I have? 967. 2,000 for another limit break. Increases number of lightning strikes if I upgrade it. This one increases hits and ability radius. Wouldn't mind ability radius. Upgraded widens the area of effect. I'll do that. Got a pretty skinny hitbox. What is it? Oh, increase maximum kicks to 2. Alright. Extends trigger window. Should probably upgrade this next. And I can't afford... I guess I could just grab this just so I have it. I don't think I've ever gone to that building over there. I don't think I've ever been in this field before. Yeah, I'm sure I'll have a reason at some point.
That'll do, girl.
Okay, where's the shop?
Look at this
Keep them
place.
pilchards nice and chilled. I won't.
Do you see anything you like?
Not yet. Ah, more orchestrions.
You've a keen eye.
We'll buy the
An
cheap ones.
Excellent choice. And a fine, fine day to you.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let me just double check there isn't, like, extra things. Also, there's a donation I can pick up. Only one, sadly. And there's a new missive in my chambers. Who's talking to me? What have I done?
So Martha's all right.
Yep.
They dead. They super dead.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised? You earned this.
Berserker Ring, Pillow Talk. Such is the renown of Sid the Outlaw that much of my clientele would rather spend their time prattling on about your endeavors than making any endeavors of their own. For that, I feel I owe you at least a portion of my earnings. A particularly enamored sword left this on the nightstand. May it serve you better than I did him. Man, I'm so close to this.
Best of luck out there, Sid.
Temporarily increases attack proficiency with each precision dodge. I do have some fights where I end up doing a lot of those in a row. Do a Berserker Ring. Attack plus 12. Burning Blade, 7%. Skill earned. Did I not get the ability point one? Thought I did. Huh. Maybe I just thought of buying it, but it was too expensive.
I hear there's trouble in Rosaria.
I meant to double check that there's no like quests, but I think it also shows on the world map.
I think it's alright to touch him.
If there's any more side quests. An apple a day. A lad from the yard ran up a basket of martels just this morning. Sweet as honey and crisp as the morning breeze they were. I told myself I was only gonna have one, but I reckon if no one listens to old Otto, I don't have to either. You let Nigel and his lot know they've done a fine job. Was it time you'd catch none but Sid supping on these? What for their foul bite? But for him, it was never about the flavor, but about what they represented, our ability to make it on our own. Look at us now. Sid would be proud. Martell apples, a somewhat stunted, somewhat sweet apple grown from the blighted earth thanks to the dedication and perseverance of one woman, Martell. Though she was to lose her life from the wounds she sustained in Kupka's attack on the hideaway, her legacy lives on in the saplings she saved from the ruins. Alright, I am gonna go back to the counter just to see if there's any side quests listed.
Doesn't sound like anywhere is safe.
How are you doing? Quick look. Think you can help?
That's kind of what I thought. All right. Onwards and forwards. And all that stuff.
Mockery of justice is what it is. Lord Elwyn would never have stood for this.
Quiet, you! Nothing, we're loyalists.
Jill, look.
Rosaria must be cleansed of the stain which befouls her, that she might rise once again from the ashes to welcome a new dawn. 'Twould be a pity to make examples of you all, for the transgressions of but a handful.
Of course, your lordship. You shall have our full cooperation.
What business could the Black Shields have in a village this small? There's barely room to hide a bearer.
Then they must be here for something else.
You fancy dancing a gallows jig like the miller's son?
All right, I heard you the first time.
You're a long way from home, aren't you?
Cobalt tassels. Okay. Meteoroid?
You won't be
I
disappointed.
don't even really need more, but because they're limited, it makes me feel the need to buy them.
Fare you well?
I think I'm actually going to call it here. I am very hungry out of nowhere. I'm going to go eat and enjoy the rest of my evening. So, if you enjoyed your time here, feel free to follow if you're not done so already. But until next time, thanks for hanging out.